Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jay and this is Vroom Vroom. So here we are again, Hobbs Parker for the Classic Car and Motorbike auction, which is due, well, in today's standards, tomorrow. So everything's out and ready to be looked at as far as the pre-sales go. So we're going to have a look around, see what's possibly a bargain, and see if there's any junkers there, and if they have brought in from last the last auction that didn't sell. On the last auction I did make a bid on one of the bikes and it just didn't happen, but we'll see what happens this time. So let's have a walk around and see what they got on display. So every time I come here I feel like a bit of a kid in a candy store. I'm starting outside because this is where I normally like to start with these auctions, and I'm just having a look around to see what's what. So the green tags on the cars are the Classic auction, which is what we're here to see, and a couple of bikes in the corner. Wow. Well, that's me warned. Oh, what a place to put this, under the tree. So come into my wide view. I really do have a soft spot for these. I think the question now has to be with classic cars is it a gamble because of what's happening with electric or not? Or do we think that petrol and diesel is just going to be available in some form forever? I mean, I'm kind of hoping so, because who doesn't love the roar of a V8? But it's got to be a consideration nowadays. Look at these two. I mean, they are beyond saving. That's just scrap on both of those. Actually, I'll be surprised if they're going through, but then if they're not, why are they still here? So let's have a little walk around. Oh, Rover 100. Wow. Look at that bench seat and the old steering wheel with the horn, and the radio's probably just, oh look, look at the gear linkage. This is an absolute work of art. A bit of T-cut would be great. That's lovely. Right, and a later MG with the Eurospec bumpers. I don't like them. Give me a chrome bumper any day on these. XJS Auto. I think this one was here before, because I mentioned about my mate who used to mop this guy's. He used to work in the body shop. He used to mop it at least once a year just to get the colour back, because they were known just to fade horribly. Now I bet the mileage, I haven't looked, the mileage on this is going to be astronomical. 139,000 miles. That will do another 70,000 miles easy, and you could carry anything in the back, and it's full leather. Wow, that's nice. When I was trading cars back in the day, I sold a friend of my in-laws a Volvo. I can't remember which one it was. It was an old box shaped one, and they loved that car. They had it for about 10 years, and it was old then, and it just went on and on and on, and it was just a gorgeous thing. Something tells me there's not an engine in the front of this, the way that's sitting at the top. Let's have a look. Oh, one finger. Oh, there's a surprise. Ready for restoration, I think this would be classed as. mind you. Yeah, you really can get to everything. It doesn't look too bad. This seems to be first surface rust. I can't see anything in there that's got holes in it. Very nice. Another restoration project. And then we got Volkswagen Beetle. Look at that. That's yeah. A lot of Bondo under there. A Wolseley. Yeah, not really. It's December '64. They taxed us. For the American viewers, we used to have to pay road tax for the upkeep of the roads, even though I don't think it was ever spent on that. And you used to have to buy these road tax discs that you had to display. You don't have to do that anymore. But you could get 6 months, 12 months. And if you didn't have it, the police would give you a little knock on the window. And that looks quite straight. It's got the steel wheels. It's a midget. And that is a bit of me. Always love Jags. And it's close on the number plate. Yeah, to be Jag. In a, it's picking this up. I think it's a bronze colour. 110,000 miles, and it's the Ulster V8. I bet that sounds nice. And these, I think, are becoming more and more collectible. It's the MR2 Roadster. They've always had a really good following, and they're getting to the point now where they're starting to go up in value, the older ones. So definitely one to keep an eye on. So we'll come around. Nissan Bluebird. I haven't seen one of these in years. And it rings a bell. Something in the back of my head is going, you know this car from somewhere, and I can't think who had one, but it will come to me at some point. Is that a Triumph? That bonnet, you can't see it, it's absolutely muddied. It's fiberglass, isn't it? No back screen. It's a Triumph Spitfire 1500. But that bonnet is absolutely muddied. Right, so let's go along the back. I didn't think there was that many cars in this sale this time round, but looking around, and we haven't gone inside yet, there seems to be quite a lot. So another bug. MG City this time round. I'm not very familiar with this, so I'm going to have a quick look and be nosy. God, that needs work. GTM. No, not familiar with it. It's great that these cars are being saved from the scrapyard, but you have to admire the people who would take a car like that and then repair it. I mean, if you gave me something like this, I would take it, but I would, be loathing the amount of work that's going to have to go into it. MG. No, those aren't, by the way, I'm just saying MG. And Lost and Healy. Oh, and the mystery prize is under here. Apparently it's a TR6. below. And I'm going to come around the back here as well, because I've just seen something that has really caught my eye, and it's a Vauxhall and a Calibra. These were V6s. These were very underrated. I always thought these would look very nice with a nice set of wheels on it, because I thought they had the nice lines to them. Right, so let's go and have a walk and go inside and see what's going on in there. But I'm quite impressed so far. I'm looking forward to tomorrow when the actual prices start coming up and seeing how much these go for. I'm registered to bid, and while there's not that many at the minute, because I'm more of a motorbike guy when it comes to classics, I am going to be interested in some of the prices on there, because I've followed Hobbs Parker now for, I would say, a year on the classic car stage, and I've been quite surprised by some of the prices, being quite rich. I mean, I do think in an auction, and I've gone to hundreds of auctions over the years, that you should start low, get people interested, and then the bidding takes you where it wants to go. I think if you're starting too high, you're kind of already stalling before you get anywhere. You know, you might get that price a lot easier that it's reserved at if you start a little bit lower, but it is what it is. Now, this caught my eye coming in. Now, I actually thought it was something else, but it's a Talbot 75. Straight six. Look at that. The wiring going into that. I wonder if it's 6 volt. From a local collection, off the road for many years, for a complete restoration. Wow. Oh, I mean, I couldn't even do that. I'd love to have the skills to be able to bring that back, but oh well. And this, I'm looking at the. I thought it clear coated on the for patina, but it's not. It's actually, it is a rusty Chevrolet Apache stepside with power assisted steering. Wow. That's how much do these things weigh? Jesus, you must take some real horsepower to get that moving. Triumph 2000, right. So as far as big American cars go, when I was a kid, I'd say about 12, my dad had one. And I remember it, and I don't know why I remember it, but it had a big crack along the windscreen. And this was before you could repair these. And we're in Vauxhall, London one day, and we was going along, and it was down quite a congested road. And we come here to the police. And I remember my dad having to argue his way out of a ticket because this policeman had come the other way, done something wrong, and then tried to blame my dad. But that's what stuck the memory of the car in my head, which is just weird sometimes how these things happen. So we've got a Subaru, and I didn't see the plate there to see what year it was. Where's the sticker? Looks quite clean. Impreza turbo, 4-wheel drive, £4,000 to £5,000 reserve on it. I've got to tell you, I think that's quite reasonable for that and the condition it's in. Be interesting to see tomorrow how much this one actually goes for. And X19, I had one of these and I absolutely loved it. Wasn't the quickest car in the world. 86,000 miles. X19. When was it registered? 83. but it was a really nice car. Mine was in grey, and it really was. It was. I felt like I was driving a Ferrari going around in one of these. Really did pull well, and that's the old massive bumper on the front. And I had a Capri at the same time as this. It was a V8 conversion Capri, and it was sat in front of this where I used to live in Croydon. And I remember starting this. I don't know if it was an automatic or I just slipped off the clutch. I went straight into the back of the Capri. It didn't damage this in the slightest, and where the Capri had an issue at the back anyway, it kind of sorted that out, which was really, yeah, worked well. I wouldn't want to try that again as car repair, but it was worth mentioning. So I think the question has to be, when does a classic become a classic? Because this is entered into the sale. It's registered in '99, which makes it 23 years old. It is a stunning looking car. It's a bereavement sale. It's got 96,000 miles on the clock, and its guide is 9.5 to 10 grand. And it is very nice. Look at those wheels. But should it be in a classic sale? I mean, the years kind of say yes, but I mean, it still looks very modern, and I think you'd still turn quite a few heads with that car. Now, I was looking at this because it's absolutely tiny, and it's a Berkeley T60. If you're familiar with these, good on ya, because I had a look around and it's missing something obvious. I don't know if you can see it. But yes, it is a freewheeler. It is quirky. Love to see that on the road. And as for this, well, Ford Locus 7 replica. That is nice. I wonder what it's running. 1.6 Pinto. That was a Ford Pintos. They were a very good engine. They were non-interference. They were easily customizable, and stick a set of twin Webers on there and you've got a fantastic sounding engine. So now we're going to go for what interests me the most, which is the motorbikes here. And there are quite a few, and what I am noticing is there's not that many in from last auction, including the one I bid on last time, which I was kind of hoping to see again in case I wanted to bid on it. So this is an MZ. Now these really were the pick of the day when I was a lot younger, and these were the ones that went for peanuts because they just weren't rated. And well, I don't know what the reputation is now. Yamaha Genesis. Now I do seem to remember this from the last auction, and I'm not sure if it is or not, or I will check. It's only a 400cc. These are very collectible. They were very stealable back in the 90s. They were very nice. Yamaha 125. I did see this one again. I think I saw last time, and is a beautiful bike with 27,000 miles on it. Now this will continue to rise in value. The Honda VRF. Now that, in all honesty, is worth about 250 quid. $101,000 miles. Yeah, I'm being generous there. That's another one I'm going to keep an eye on tomorrow. Actually, I'll have a look tonight and see what they put it on as a starting bid as. What have we got? BSA C15. Look at that. Chrome on the wheels is lovely. Right, and we've got a R1100 RT. Now I've recently gone to bid on a couple of these at Copart. which are a lot newer, and there's no sign on that one, so I've got no information on it at all. I didn't even know it was going to be here. Yeah, so not an awful lot on the bikes this time around. I was kind of hoping for more. They are a particular taste, is what I'd say. And there's a couple of investments there. I think the Genesis is an investment, the Yamaha 125 is an investment, and is this it's a 500 Kawasaki H1F, 7 to 10,000 miles. Nice paint and looks good, well restored. The centre stand is spotless. Just want to have a little read. Botswana, South Africa, USA, registered in the UK 2018, and it's a 1975. Personally, I think that's a lot of money. I could be wrong. I've been wrong many times. But yeah, we'll see what happens with these. I'll keep an eye on them. I'll feed back the prices, which will be for you in a minute, for me tomorrow, and we'll see if all of them sell, if any of them sell, if some of them sell. Hey, it covers everything. And then to my section, all the Rolls Royces lined up. Silver Shadow to 12 to 13,000. So that's a lot of car. And the paint looks really good on it. Some mileage. 50,000 miles. Beautiful. So let's take this outside. Well, we just have a look at a Renault AX Tourer. Wow, that is. See, but interest in these now are just starting to wane, because it's a specialist knowledge you need to run and maintain these cars. So let's swap you around. So that's the quick look at the auction and what's going through now. Like I mentioned, tomorrow is auction day, which will be in a few seconds for you, and I'll feed back on some of the prices, where I think they are, and how I think that whether it was a fair price or not. I would say is that even though I mentioned earlier about the petrol being a little bit more sparse in the future, it doesn't seem to be putting off people from buying classic cars and bikes. What's a good sale rate? 50% of them go, and they go for reserve or higher, then is that a good thing? Last time there was quite a lot of the vehicles that just didn't make reserve, and while that's disappointing, like I mentioned, they were very high prices. So that's it from Hobbs Parker. This is, where are we? August, September, October 23. And I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like, share, subscribe. It's very important to me. And until next time, guys, take care. See you soon.